Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a very quick pick-me-up reading. So, Spirit, Guides, Guardians, Goddesses, Universal, Appears, Times, Good. For group 1, can you give me a positive message for them to pick up their spirits and lead them on a positive night or day? Spirit, Guides, Guardians, Goddesses, Appears, Times, Good. Give me a pick-me-up message for Power 1. Okay, alright, we'll just take all of these. It's like a lot. It's 4 of them. I think I'm falling in. You're probably in a very loving energy, but you do love your solitude. You like to search for confirmation. People know that you get your answers. Okay? So we got confirmation, solitude, accountability, and beyond. So your energy is very balanced, peaceful energy. You're someone that is very intellectual, that you search for the answers. You don't just listen to what everybody else says. Oh, that person is this, and this. You go and you experience that person yourself, and you get confirmation on if that person is like that. Or you hear information and you're like, yeah, let me go check that out. That doesn't sound right. So you get confirmation. You probably like your solitude. You like your alone time. You don't bug people. You're not all up in people's energy and in their face and constantly needing attention. So that makes you a very attractive person. And you can take accountability for whatever you do. Right? You have integrity. So even when no one's watching, you're still doing your part. So that's very attractive. You go above and beyond for the people that you love. You have angelic earth energy, like an earth angel energy. So you could be into divination. You could be into tarot yourself. People think that you have the keys and the answers to stuff. So people can come to you for guidance in order to, move forward in whatever they're doing. They come to you for confirmation because they know that you are someone that they can rely on. And sometimes you have to go into solitude to get these answers, but either way it go, you're still someone that's reliable. And you're still very intellectual. So people trust your information that you're giving. So the brighter perspective and the positive energy is that you're accountable, that you can be by yourself. You don't have to be in everybody's energy, but you're still someone that has the answers, that you're very intelligent and you are very down to earth. So people don't have to be intimidated by your intelligence, that they can come to you and they can feel at home and they can feel your angelic high vibrational energy, and that they will always get justice when it comes to your judgment. So thank you so much, Pal 1. I definitely appreciate you. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the positive messages for Pal 2. Spirit, Guides, Guardians, Goddesses of the Pure Times, Good. For Pal 2, can you tell me a positive pick-me-up message for Pal 2? Spirit, Guides, Guardians, Goddesses of the Pure Times, Good. Could you give me? We have Sing. So people feel like you their favorite song. When you come in the room, people like, oh, yeah, Pal 2 is here. So we know it's going to be a good night because Pal 2 here. Or you could have a very beautiful voice. Or you could be musically talented in some way. You could be a poet. You could be a rapper. You could be a singer. You could have the best playlist they ever heard. And them like, you know what? I'm just going to, whatever you, Shazam. People Shazam your playlist because, that's the energy your playlist give. It gives like very much so, let me copy this energy. Let me get that up out of you. So people could copy you. People could love your hair. They could think that you're a fly dresser. Or you have fly lyrics. Essence. People could think that you're very wise. That when you speak or when you sing or when you write, that it's full of wisdom. People could think that even the person that's the most toughest one in the room can be calmed down by your energy. That even if you're a masculine or even if you're a male, you have a feminine side to you that is nurturing enough to calm the most lit, turned up person down. And I say that because this sun has a woman in it. So that makes me feel like even if you're masculine, you have a feminine side that can soothe anyone, that can make anyone Like you have the wisdom and the knowledge, you know, to make people comfortable enough to be like, yeah, I'll listen to Pal 2 because it's Pal 2. Duh. Of course I'm going to calm down. If Pal 2 saying, all right, calm down, don't worry about it, then I'm going to be calm because Pal 2 know what they're talking about. Pal 2 comes with the high vibrational energy. Pal 2, you know, speaks wisdom and speaks light. You see that light coming out of the throat chakra? So spirit guides, guardians, goddesses, the periods, how it's good. What is the uplifting message I could give Pal 2? They think that you have unconditional love, that you have a blueprint to how it is to be your highest self. Spirit guides, guardians, goddesses, universe, Mother Earth, of the periods, how it's good. What can be uplifting? Okay, we got your last two. Celebration. That you are a fun time. That you give clarity. And that you are a nurturer. I'm pretty sure I said this already, but I'm going to say it again. So, people could think that even if you're a nurturer, even if you have all this wisdom, even if you're the go-to person, that you still know how to have fun. We started out with you have the best playlist. We started out with you got the good music. You're a singer. You can play the guitar. Whatever instrument you can play, or if you can't even play an instrument, they see you as a very creative person, right? And usually having pure intentions when you speak. Celebration. So, like I said, even if you're wise and have all the answers, you still know how to have fun. You still know how to turn up. People love the fact that you know how to have fun and, you know, basically be balance of calmness and situations. That's good. And people get clarity from you. They can come ask you whatever they need to ask you, and they get clarity and not have to worry about if you just speaking just to be telling them something just to get them out of your face. You're really telling them to help them and help them gain. You're a nurturer. You nurture the people that you love. You nurture the people that you interact with. You nurture the people that's coming up in this reading and giving you this uplifting message. They see you as very well-rounded, as a very well-rounded individual that they can depend on, that they can get clarity from, that they can get a playlist from and actually turn up their party. People probably want you to be their DJ for their event. So that's what we have, Pal 2. If it resonates with you, can you please let me know in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to Pal 3. Spirit guides, guardians, goddesses, universe, of the periods, times good. Can you give me an uplifting message for Pal 3? Spirit guides, guardians, can you give me a pick-me-up message for Pal 3? Spirit guides, guardians, goddesses, universe, Mother Earth, may I have a... Alrighty, Spirit, for Pal 3. What is the pick-me-up message? The first card is pay attention. So people could see you as a very protective person of your children, your nieces, or your younger siblings, or just of children in general, or just a protector of people that doesn't have the option to speak up for themselves. They can see you as someone that is a light worker, that pays attention to everything, you know, so you don't miss anything. So if someone comes in and their mood's totally off, you'll be the one to be like, hey, what's wrong? And they'll be like, nothing. But you know, so you would like figure out a different way to approach it, you know, to ask them to where they'll be comfortable enough to let you know what their actual problem is. You know, this, and this happened. You know, and it's just because you paid attention to the way that they respond enough to be able to respond to make them comfortable to come talk to you. So you make people comfortable. People think you pay attention to details, which is very good in your relationships because they're like, oh, you remembered that? You remember that I like this? You remember I like blue ties? You remember I like blue cheese instead of ranch? It's the card. My cat's trying to disturb the peace. You could like cats. You could like animals. You could be a protective person of animals. You could be very creative. People probably love your cooking. Probably think that you can like mix stuff that they wouldn't even thought of. They're like, bro, like I would have never thought of adding such and such and such to the pot to make it this good. So yeah, people could think that you're very creative, either with cooking or whatever other creative endeavor that you could possibly have. Spirit guides, guardians, goddesses. They probably think They most likely think that you make good choices. I was going to tell you something else, but I totally forgot. You could be very busy and have a lot on your plate. And people could, like, admire the fact that you know, have a lot going on for yourself. They could get inspired by you. Spirit, guides, guardians, goddesses, other peers, how it's good for pile 3. Can you tell me a pick-me-up message? Or give me a pick-me-up message for them. Spirit, guides, guardians, goddesses, universe, mother. Okay. Initiation. So people could think they're very inviting to where they don't got to worry about, okay, well, I don't want to go to such and such party because, you know, they be acting stuck up. You're not that person. You invite people. You make people feel wanted. You make people feel loved. So they want to come to your event like, oh, pal 2. I mean, well, maybe it came from pal 2. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. Okay. Anyway, you could be really funny and dramatic a little bit. So you make people feel invited. You make sure, like, they'll be like, oh, man, I don't know if I want such and such to come to my party because they don't know how to dress. And you're like, man, everybody can come. It don't matter if you don't got this, you don't got that. We'll look out for you. We'll make sure you're good. You know, you make people feel invited. You make people feel wanted. Even the ones that most people would shun away. You probably are you're probably the bully beater. You're probably the one that takes up for the people that's getting bullied. You make sure everybody feel invited, and that's very, very good. That's very high vibrational because people got enough pain. Why would we add to it? Okay, and I'm doing all uprights. People think you got the keys. People think you got a lot of connections. You're well connected. See you as the person that knows what the event's coming up. Like, oh, well, pal 3 know that, you know, it's going to be a party here and here. Ask them if it's going to be lit or not. You will be the one to know if the celebration is going to be good. People will be looking for jobs and stuff like that. You will be the one that be like, hey, such and such is hiring, so you can go ahead and go over there. So people see you as the one that brings opportunities. Either it's through knowledge, how you love them, how you treat them, how you make them feel invited, how you create. Whatever you create, it makes people feel like there's opportunities that come with you, like you're a walking opportunity. But you pay attention so much that if someone tries to get over on you, you're going to peep game. And I feel like you're spiritual enough to, you know, figure out your own issues intuitively. Or you could be a reader, or you could be into, of course, tarot. So people see you as a protector. They see you as a protective person, someone that will beat the bullies up, someone that pays attention to details, someone that can help them open up enough that's well-rounded to make them feel comfortable enough to come to. You make anyone feel invited, no matter what their background is, no matter what they have and what they don't have. So thank you so much, pal 3. If that resonates with you, can you please subscribe and give a sister a thumbs up? And I'm going to move on to my last pal. So pal 4, how you doing? Okay, so let's see, pal 4. You could be a foodie because I'm actually pretty starving now. This is a pick-me-up message for pal 4. Spirit, guides, guardians, goddesses, universe, of the period, how it's good. Could you tell me something positive for pal 4? A pick-me-up message for pal 4. Ooh, Lord, ooh. I feel like you got all your cards instantly. We have change, passion. You got a lot. You got change, passion. People could love your eyes. And they could think you have a twin or a sibling that looks a lot like you, or a best friend that you dress with and they think is really cute. Transformation. People think that once they encounter you that they probably like learn something new that like transform their perspective and ideas of how life is, basically. That you're very compassionate. And then silicone is like a crystal that has a baby in it. So I'm gonna read on that one because I'm really not really sure about the crystal technology. Maybe you're very wise on the spiritual properties of different crystals and gems. Change is basically, to me, when I see this change card, it makes me think of the Gemini, because It's two heads, of course. So it makes me think of the Gemini. Or it makes me think of someone that is very balanced. So you'll have two sides. You probably have a side that's very passionate and compassion, that's full of compassion. And then you have this transformative side that you can put up a mask if you have to. This is where the silicone come in. You can put up a mask if you have to. You can probably carry crystals around to give you certain energy, to give you certain vibes. Like, I would say, like the amethyst or the rose quartz will give off that loving energy. So you could be someone that benefits a lot from your crystals and your gems, but people could see you as someone that could wear a mask if you needed to, but they also see your true compassion and your passionate side as well. So they actually get inspired by you being able to do both, because it's very helpful, you know, to be able to wear a mask when you need to and not always be so compassionate and open to people's different changes that they're going through, because that can be very draining. This guy that has compassion, he looks like he has maybe tiger's eye to keep himself grounded and keep him from protected from the negative energy that he's taking in when he does decide to be the diary for people. Maybe people see you as a diary. They can come to you and they can talk to you about their problems, and they know that you're so passionate when you speak, that you speak with so much passion that it transforms their perspective of whatever it is that they're coming to you for, that you can see clear, that you have clarity, that you're very intuitive. So they really listen deeply to what you say, because we have transformation and change, which is the same thing. So you cause major changes in people when they encounter you. You cause major changes in their lives, and you probably change them from being fake, right, into their true self, to their highest self, with the little baby inside of there. Like, that's them being reborn, and the crystal is protecting them and giving them that energy, or for them properties that it carries. So whatever you talk to them about, they take that information and they're reborn in some type of way. They shed the fake energy that they have, the mask that they're wearing, because of your compassion and the way that you are passionately speaking about it. It makes them change their perspective. Like, I don't gotta be that. Look at Pal 3, like, or look at Pal 4. They're doing all of this stuff and they're not changing who they are. They're literally living in their truth. Even if they have to wear a mask, it's only to make sure they don't get fired. It's only to make sure that you don't fail or sabotage your opportunities. So I'm going to show you all of the cards. People can like really sit and talk to you all day about your passions. That you're a visionary. People see you as a visionary that can help them shed their fake ways and help them transform into the things that they're truly meant to be, their highest self. So thank you so much, Pal 4. If this resonated with you, can you please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, I should say, and share this video with your friends. Again, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for returning. I hope you enjoy your weekend or your week, your night or your day. All right.